Hi, this is David at White's Ace Hardware at Geist. I'm here to talk to you about perennials. A lot of people come in and they say, I want a perennial. First question I have for them, do you know what a perennial is? A perennial is something that comes back every year. That's what a perennial is. Annuals means they come back for one season, they come and they're gone. And then you got to plant new ones. The second question I have for a customer that wants a perennial is, do you want sun or shade? That makes a big difference. Some plants do real good in sun, like the ones we're looking at here, and some look really good in shade. Now, I have 4 perennials right here that are oftenly confused with one another. The 4 that I have here is, I have salvia, I have Russian sage, and I have catmint, and I have lavender. These 4 are oftentimes confused with one another. Now, so I'm helping you here discern this difference. Now, the other thing you have to understand about perennials is they're like apple trees. You cannot go out in April or May and pick an apple off your apple tree. They're not ready yet. They ripen. They have a period of time where they ripen, they're ready, and then they're done. It's the same with perennials. Perennials will flower for a period of time. Some will flower longer than others, some will flower shorter than others. So, in looking at these 4 plants, you got your catmint, which flowers probably the first one and the longest. You got your salvia here, and it blooms for a shorter period of time, but you can see the upright pattern in it is a little bit different. This one, the catmint, has a tendency to flop a little bit more, or spread out. The salvia seems to be a little bit straighter and upright. Now, the salvia also does not bloom as long as the catmint does. Now, the Russian sage that you see back here, this is not your typical one. A lot of times you can see the picture there. It blooms bright straight up, and it will bloom later on, usually after the catmint. And the last one people get familiar with is the lavender. It's a beautiful purple, beautiful smell. They see the salvia or the catmint, and they think it's lavender, and they say, oh, I want to grow lavender. Lavender is a very difficult plant to grow. What I try to do is advise customers, instead of buying one perennial, buy a succession of them. One that blooms early in spring, one in springtime, one later in the summer, and maybe one towards the fall. And we have them all here at one point or another. So come on over to Ace White's Hardware and see what we got. We'll talk to you later.